Hello Internet, my name is Awfl. Thanks for tuning in. We're starting a brand new ARK series right now. I haven't played ARK in a while. I have in the past played a ton of ARK. I've got over 900 hours of ARK in my Steam library time. So I'm quite familiar with the game, but it's been a month or three since I played it. And the reason I wanted to come back to ARK is because I've been watching a lot of other YouTubers and seeing that there's some pretty cool stuff going on in the land of ARK mods now. So what we're going to do is play this single player offline modded ARK adventure. The full list of mods is going to be in the description of this video. And I apologize up front, we are recording in 720p with less than ultra settings. My computer, while pretty good, has a 7-year-old processor, and even though it's overclocked, I just can't record this game at 1080p. My, flames start shooting out of everything, the lights in my house flicker, and then the smoke alarms go off. It's a bad time. So I've actually put about 3.5 hours into this so far, just to get to the point where I could hit the start record button so that we could have anything that resembles watchable gameplay, or at least I hope. You guys will be the judge of that. So without further ado, here is our low-res ARK adventure. Before we start running around, I am playing on the Skies of Nazca map. I've seen some other guys pick this map up. It looks really cool. In the past I've played the island of Valhalla in the center, and this one looks cool. And I've got a bunch of other mods, and before I jump into that, my favorite part of ARK is, well, there's two things that I really like. I like exploring, and I like building. I know that the building is a pain, but we've got some quality of life mods to help with that. So I wanted to try to focus this playthrough on that stuff and minimize the stuff that I don't like so much. And the reason I like building, and if you guys stick with the series you'll figure out, I'm not a naturally creative person. I'm not musically inclined, I'm not poetic, I'm not romantic. None of that stuff is embedded in my brain the way I was born. So it's really fun to play a game like this to try to stretch my brain, so to speak, and try to build pretty things or create new things and do that sort of stuff. I'm a very direct, logical, straightforward math and numbers kind of person. So to stretch the art part of my brain is actually very fun. So without further ado, let's get started. My guy's not level 1. I've been running in circles trying to get settings to work. So he's currently at level 18. And I have tamed this guy because I wanted to punch him in one of my testing videos. And I think we should name him to Jabroa. I think that's a fitting name. He'll be our little Jabroa. So I don't know much about Skies of Nazca. Like I said, I've watched 2 or 3 videos of other YouTubers play it. I do know that there were some complaints about the cold areas being really cold, so I started putting points into fortitude, and I want a bunch of weight because obviously our whole goal here is to build. So we're going to go this way and hope that my computer doesn't crap itself as we start to explore more. I do have the Steam FPS overlay turned on, so I will be able to see if we start dropping crazy frames, but I wanted to do this, I wanted to play it, and I wanted to experience it, and I wanted to make videos on it, so unfortunately we're just sort of gonna have to suck up the low FPS. And if there's enough interest, we'll look into new PC solutions. If people want to continue to watch me play ARK, then I'll figure out a way to make the experience better. So I've got the custom single player settings set that stuff lasts, or resources last way longer than they should, and the gather rates and tame rates and XP rates and stuff are turned up to max. I do have some mods for getting around better. There's the teleporter mod, awesome teleporters. I've got that one. I've seen other people play with it, and I think it looks really cool. I've got a castles mod, some bridge stuff, structures plus, of course, platforms plus. Anyway, we'll get into that as we get there. So let's start playing ARK, yeah? I don't know, what, 24 fortitude? That's a good starting spot. So we want all of this stuff. We need to be able to build. We need to be able to sleep. Probably won't use the club at all. We've got a lot of engram points. Yeah, probably. No, nobody ever uses a compass in this game. All the wooden stuff. We are, holy smokes. With the XP turned up high, we're just skipping huge time-consuming leveling stuff, which is great, because that's one of my least favorite parts of this game. You know, I think ARK does a lot of stuff really well, but I don't know. I guess I've played it enough that leveling and killing things and, you know, left-clicking monsters to death over and over is not really my cup of tea anymore. So I'm happy to skip all of the arduous stuff. Alright, we're finally out of engram points, thank the Lord. We need some tools. Alright, yeah, we need flint. It's been a while since I played this game. Alright, so we'll take our pick. We'll hit a rock. We'll get some flint. Oh, how convenient. That was weird. I had no audio in third person. Alright. We're gathering, we're gathering, we're gathering. No, I'll use those if we want to tame something. And of course, you guys know about this trick. Wow, speed eating. It's like our mouth is a blender and we're just pouring the food in. You guys seen those, there's these like worms and snails and stuff that are real, that have circular jaws. They scare the hell out of me. They give me nightmares, actually. It's like, it's one of my weird, triggers. I don't know. Are triggers real? Anyway, there's certain things in this world that really bother people, and the circular jaw worms are one of them. There's this high-res picture that's floating around of like this parasite or this worm or whatever, and every time I see it, it makes me itch. I can't handle it for some reason. Alright, we need, now that we have flint, we can make an axe. We need a couple dozen of these in order to slay a beast and get ourselves some hide. I remember. I'm starting to remember how to climb the power curve of the game. So our ultimate goal, we'll set a lofty goal for the end of this episode to have a flyer. So it may take me some pauses because it might take a while, but we'll try to get a flyer and then we'll start exploring. And wow, it's hard to see. That didn't help at all. Gamma 4? Okay. So if we can get a flyer, oh, should I kill this guy? These guys are friendly, right? These are the dogs. I don't think it'll fight back. No. Alright. So, if we get a flyer, we can start flying around and we can figure out where to set up our first little poverty house. I do have the teleporter mod, which I thought was going to be mandatory because I want... Oh man, is he going to outrun us? I want to be able to just park an ankylo on metal, basically. And I want to be able to park a mammoth or whatever we choose to get wood on a forest location. And that guy's totally running away. So, Jabroa, don't look. We're gonna kill one of your kin here. We need some hide. What in the world? Why is it doing that? What? Alright, so we're overburdened, which is why we can't run. What is that? Alright, like I said, it's been a while since I played ARK. What is that thing that just came up and smacked us once and left? That's awesome. Alright, I don't like these guys. I know that much. That was easy. Alright, chitin. Yes, we want chitin. That way we can build a saddle for the flyer that we capture. Tame. Tame. We don't capture dinosaurs. We capture things in RimWorld. We tame things in ARK. We make them our friends by sedating them and filling them with food so that when they wake up... What is that? Oh my gosh, there's a sheep in this game? Do it again, do it again. Bah. Come on. Yes, it sounds just like a Minecraft sheep. Do you like mayo berries? You don't like mayo berries. Can I hide from you? I'm sorry, you're adorable and stuff, but will you fight me back? Whoa. Little Miss Muffet is not going to be appreciative of me killing her sheep. Wow. There's no relative velocity in this game. You have to throw that so far. Anyway. Mutton? What is this? I'm learning so much. I don't want this pelt, but I do want the hide. Wow. My gather hits are so weird. Anyway. The long story short, we'll be able to build anything and everything we want to when the gather rates are like this. That's probably enough hide. So let's get ourselves some clothes. Hide. I double clicked all those, by the way. Alright, so we've got a shirt and pants, so we need this stuff. What is going on? My guy's growing a beard. That's new. Alright, we need shoes. That's probably enough. Let's get some more weight and then some stamina, I think. Whoops. Alright, that's good enough. Alright guys, I'm gonna hit pause on the video. I'm gonna go try to find a Pteranodon and gonna make a bola, and I'll come back when we've got all that stuff. Alright guys, quick update. Well, ARK giveth and ARK taketh away, so I hit pause and I made myself a slingshot and I made myself a bola, and the next thing I know, a raptor ate both I and Jabroa. So we're back at square one, but that's not going to stop me. I'll get all that stuff crafted up, we'll find a flyer, and I'll bring you guys back. Well, what do you know? Same thing. I just got some armor, I just got some slingshots and some bola, and I remembered that you can bola the raptors. So this one didn't kill us this time. I guess I can make a saddle for him. And we could try to tame him up. I don't have my wonderful modded make his food go to 0 potion, but I'll kind of orbit in the area and we'll see if this guy tames up in a reasonable amount of time. And if not, I will go back to finding a flyer. Alright guys, I'll be back. Hey guys, guess what happened? Anyway, we'll be back. Oh, by the way, spontaneous rock golem. I didn't know they were on this server. That's exciting. So, I'm equal parts overjoyed and annoyed that the beginning of ARK is so difficult, or frustrating at least. Not really difficult. I forgot about it. Last time I played ARK, I got to max level and played for months without going through this again. So, I'm having a blast. Anyway, we'll be back when I finally get closer to accomplishing the goals we already set out. Alright. Great news, everybody. We found a Pteranodon, and we found some more FPS by turning shadows down to medium. So, now all we have to do is not die and let this guy get tamed. Sounds simple enough, right? Right? Anyway. Taming is set to maximum. I don't think he'll eat more than once or twice. And there's not much going on over here. There's a corpse I can... Ah, crap. Seriously? Oh, my life. Everything... Ah! Okay, okay. We'll try it again. Alright, guys. Moment of truth. We got this guy down. He's one bite from being tamed. I'm completely dehydrated because I spent all my stem berries running from snakes because I needed to get into where the bugs are to get the chitin, and there were no bugs anywhere but a place with all the snakes. And I say that as there's a bug now. Anyway, he wasn't there before. So, we've got a saddle in our inventory. All we have to do is protect this guy. Please don't step on him. Are you serious? Oh my gosh. Please, Brano, don't step on my guy. Don't squish him. He deserves a life. A beautiful, long life until we replace him with something better, because he's going to be obsolete pretty soon. But please don't step on him. Oh my gosh. Just path straight. Straight. Or not at all. Not at all is good too. Oh, This has been a stressful first episode. We got our frame rate under control. I know it's still in 720p. There's nothing I can do about it. You know, right now there's nothing I can do about it. I can get a better computer, and we'll see. It's on the to-do list. But I want this guy to tame up. I didn't expect to bring you guys back and stand here and do nothing. I thought he was going to tame. So you've seen this much. I'll pause the video for now, and we'll be back when he's ready. We did it. Good job, everybody. With the power of friendship, we came together, and we named this guy 18Ws, because why not? And we into business. We into business of flying. That's what matters. So, huge technological advancement. He doesn't need a name right now. We'll name him later when we're safe. But for now, we need to get going. My weight is high. His weight is not so high. I just want stamina on this guy, just so we can get around. Go ahead and get rid of this, and get rid of that. You guys probably noticed I have resource stacks turned on too. It's a pretty sweet mod, especially if you don't want to have to play this game like it's real life and you can only carry 2 sticks at a time, you know, play games because they're fantasy. Anyway, our objective now is to find a safe spot, safe-ish spot, to put down a little starter house. And try to do that while flying this level 12 Pteranodon around and not letting it or ourselves die. Once we find a safe-ish spot, we'll just throw a bed down, and I consider that to be a great achievement for the day. But we've got a bit of work to do. So I guess any of this stuff would be safe, right? Because nobody's gonna spawn up here. At least that's what you would hope. But who knows if that's the case. Alright, regenerate stamina. Yeah, there's saber-tooths down there. I wouldn't put it past the game, RGs and stuff, yeah. I wouldn't put it past the game to randomly spawn a saber-tooth right here on top of us. So I think this is probably not a safe spot. Come on, man. What are you doing? Go. Underlay. Ariba. Alright. This is as fast as he goes. I know. I know. This is turbo speed for our little guy. Yeah, that's what we should call him. I'd probably call him Chad or something. Chad's a pretty good name for a Pteranodon. Alright. I'm not a doctor, but this spot looks really bad. And we're freezing. We freezing to death? Yeah. Wow. Wow. Alright, there's some aloes. That's probably not a good spot. What about in the redwoods? Ah, there's probably titans and stuff in the redwoods. Ay, ay, ay. Maybe up here on one of these floating guys? Alright, we're gonna land there. We're gonna get stamina, and we're gonna go check out that floating guy. That'd be cool to have a start place on a floating guy. We can get our technology spun up, get our teleporter pads up, and then expand from there. This map is cool though. I just kept hitting respawn random when I was dying, and there's all sorts of stuff here. So pretty excited about it. There's all these little donut holes flying around. You can see him go. That's not one of them. There he goes. That one just changed direction. That's not how physics work. But anyway. What is he orbiting? Watch. Whoop! And then it goes back. That's not... unless it's stuck in the gravity of something. I don't know. But it looks like it's passing through stuff. Anyway. Let's not bring physics and engineering into video games. Nobody likes that. Is that sprinting? That's sprinting. Ay, ay, ay. The question is, are we going to have enough stamina to get up there? I sure hope so. I sure hope so. I sure hope there's nothing there to eat us as soon as we get there. We'll find out. Push comes to shove, we can fall straight down into the water maybe, and whistle the bird and it'll follow us. That's my escape plan. Or maybe we can land on one of these things. I don't know. We'll find out. I hope nothing stupid happens with these things, like the game crashes or we get insta-killed or something. That would be frustrating. Especially since I've been doing this for an hour and a half at this point, and we just barely got our guy. Alright. Survey says, can we land on this? Yes. Alright. We can land on this. We give him more stamina. I know the map's not complete, so... God, that animation is terrible. I know the map's not complete, so maybe this is one of the incomplete portions, because there's nothing up here. There's no structures. I'm snowflaked, but I'm not dying, so that's okay. Not that there would be structures, but there's no resources, I mean. There's some snakes. I guess there's some rocks there. Some trees? What is that? Another land bridge. Oh, there's a little lake. That's cool. I wonder if this is a safe-ish spot. What is that? Is that an RG? That's an RG. We are ice cubed. Our health is going down. The sun is going down. So this is not going to be a good spot. Ooh. But it may be a good spot for a teleporting pad in the future. Yeah, this is going to be our metal spot, I think, or at least one of them. But we need to get some more fortitude and some more gamma. And apparently some water. Can we land? No, we don't want to land there. I'll just eat some berries. Alright guys, I'm going to hit the pause button once again to keep this video from going for 2 hours. And we'll keep exploring and I'll bring you back if anything good happens. Alright, it's only been a second, but I said that while flying blindly into the abyss with 15 stamina. So we landed with 2 stamina left. Okay, alright, I'll bring you guys back. Guys, this is not a good first episode. So I was ice cubed for forever. This map is really cold all over the place. I had about 20 health and I found a place that was just on the borderline of warm and overheating. It went from like 0 or I don't know, like 5C to 70C or something in 2 steps. And I forgot that being in the 70C portion would kill you as well. So I sat there and tried to figure out what I wanted to do and I burnt to death. So I'm going to try to get myself killed and respawn a couple of times and see if I can find where that Pteranodon was. I don't think it's dead because it hasn't shown up as a dead animation. But if not, we'll figure it out. Okay. Guys. I've been running around, respawning, dying, respawning, trying to get something started again because I thought I would never get back here. Respawning, dying, respawning. And I found him. He's right there, behind those trees. Right there. What the crap? You gotta be kidding me. Oh, this game. Alright. He's right there. Now he's getting attacked by stuff. Oh god. I wanted to figure out what these guys with the claws are. I don't think I'm gonna have the time to figure out what he is and if he'll fight me. Alright, he's following me. Please. Just come over here, man. What? Oh. Great success. Oh, you have no idea how relieved I am. We need to get any kind of base down with a bed so I can save this darn game. Oh my lord. This has been a stressful evening. Alright, we got him. We're not dying. He's not dying. He only got 1 level while we were gone, the lazy bum. Okay, what do we want? We're gonna make a bed. We're gonna make some foundations. We need to find a safe place. So that's objective number 1, which is what we were trying to do before. And I got myself killed like a moron. So now that we got our guy back, I'm gonna go actually find a safe place. It might just be here. I mean, I could put him here. This is safe. Nothing's up here. But who knows? If I die and I can't teleport back to the bed, there's no way to get back up here. And if I lose him, I don't know. I guess if I lose him either way, I'm screwed. Anyway, I'm going to pause the video because we're running out of time and figure stuff out, and we'll be back. Okay, guys. This is going to be the last piece. This episode's running really long. I figured we would set up shop right here. I hope it works out. I mean, we play on a single player server, so the world will pause when I'm offline, I believe. Obviously. Yeah, so the computer's not running it, so that makes sense. So, we chose right here on the water next to the redwood biome, just because there's literally nothing spawning over here. So I figured this is the safest place to set up camp for right now. Yeah, if I die out in the world with my flyer, he's gone, so that's still a problem. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in for my very first ARK YouTube adventure. It's been quite hectic, but me and this guy will, I don't know, we're gonna call it a day. I'm gonna get something to eat. I'm pretty stressed out. Um, Thank you so much for tuning in. If you liked the video, go ahead and hit the sub button. I appreciate it a lot. If you have anything you want to add, anything, any feedback, anything at all, um, don't hesitate, please. I appreciate any feedback I can get. I'm still brand new to this YouTube thing, so anything you can teach me, is very much appreciated. I hope to continue to improve every video. I hope to get better. Alright guys, have a wonderful evening. I'm Awfl. See you later.